All right, hello and greetings. Hope you guys all had a good summer and are ready to get back at it for a new school year. In this short video, I'm going to go over kind of a little more detail of the steps to register with UT and get everything kind of organized so you can get into Canvas and access the course materials and all that good stuff. As you can see on the screen, it is a three-step process. You're going to get a UT EID. You're going to log into Portal. That's where you're going to actually register for this specific class. And then you're going to get into Canvas and start doing the orientation, stuff like that. Okay. In the same email where I'm going to put this video, you're going to see a PDF. It's not going to be this exact PDF that I'm going to kind of be on. It's going to be kind of a condensed version, just a one-page document. But you can certainly use that to kind of help you out too. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is create a UT EID. You're going to go to this website right here, utexas.edu/EID, and you're going to see this screen right here pop up. And I'll show you that real quick. It's going to look exactly like this. And what you want to do is you want to choose Get a UT EID. Okay? Unless if you took an OnRamps course last year, like for instance, if you took OnRamps US History last year, if you have a UTID, like maybe you've done the prep program with UTSA, you may have an EID already for that way. But I think for the majority of you, if you don't have a UTID or never heard of such a thing, just click Get a UTID. And that'll be fine, okay? And then once we're there, we are going to go. You're going to see this screen here. On these 4 questions, you can just click no on all of them. If you're a senior and you're planning on applying to UT Austin, later on this school year, you can certainly click yes. But if you're a junior or any underclassman, you can click no on here, and it's fine. And obviously you're not a parent, blah, 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 blah. So you can just click no on these and fine, and then hit continue. And then on the next screen, it's going to ask for your name, blah, blah, and so on and so forth. Important thing here, on the, for this, you need to put your personal email address. Do not use your Northside email address. Okay, the reason for that, the Northside spam filters tend to get a little bit overzealous when emails come in sometimes. So it is going to be safer if you use your personal email address, your Gmail address, whatever. But please don't use your school address. Okay, you will have to check that email because you will get emails from Canvas and stuff like that, specifically from the folks at UT. Just FYI, but please do use your personal email address. Okay. Once you go through there, if you put your information in and the system thinks you have an EID already, you can look at it and say, oh yeah, I remember doing this or whatever. Again, that probably won't come up. But if you see that and it kind of rings a bell, then you can say, you can try to claim that. If not, then just say, I don't see my UT EID, continue on to the next screen, and it's going to be this. So here's where you're going to set up your password and your recovery questions. You got 3 questions there. This is not your first rodeo on setting up passwords, so they're going to ask, random questions. You can choose which question you want, type in your answer, and then once you actually do set up your password, please note these requirements. If you need to pause the video and kind of take a screenshot of that or whatever, certainly do that. But it does have to be a strong password. So make sure that you're getting all of those requirements in there. For the love of all that is good and holy, write your password down until you get it in your head. Okay. Without putting too fine a point on it, it's kind of a pain in the rear to get it recovered. You got to make a phone call to support, and then doesn't take a long time, but it's kind of a pain. So make sure that you write your password down somewhere. Once you get logged in, log in over and over and over again so you remember it, so you don't have to look at it or on your phone or whatever like that, right? So make sure and take care of that. And then once everything's correct and you are satisfied with the information that you put in and your password and all that stuff like that, you're going to hit create your UGID. And then it should show up on the screen right here. It's usually your initials and a 3 or 4 digit number, some variety of that anyway. And then you'll also get that email, whatever email you provided, you'll also get it sent to you there. Again, please write down your UTEID. You will use it every single time you log into Canvas, which will be probably pretty frequently. Maybe not once a day, but probably pretty often. So make sure you're writing down your UTEID and your password and stuff like that. Okay. So that's step one. So once you have your EID, you're going to go into the portal. By the way, here is, like I say, if you already have an EID, if you're taking OnRamps or whatever, then you won't need to do this step. Okay. So the next step is going to go into the portal and actually register for this course. So the portal link is right here, and it's going to look like this. It's a pretty plain screen. And you're going to log in with your UTEID exactly as it's written, and then log in with your password, hit sign in. And you are going to create a profile. Okay, so you're going to create a profile. Again, if you took OnRamps last year and you already have an EID, you'll hit view and update my profile, but I think for the majority of you, you'll do create a profile. Okay. I'll let you read through that yourself. I'm not going to read it to you. Again, personal income and ask for an email address. Use that personal email address that you used when you signed up for your EID. And it's going to ask you some basic demographic questions, address, phone number, this, that, and the other. Once you get all that in there, you can hit submit, and you should see a screen that looks something like this. Okay. At this point, you're going to register for a course. Now, depending on which course you're registering, again, specifically for pre-calculus, if you're seeing this video for one of my pre-cal kids, you'll see this screen. So you'll find school district, north side, what school do you attend. It is going to be under Holmes High School. Even if you're an Insight student, as far as UT is concerned, it's all under the Holmes umbrella. And then the course you want to enroll in is going to be, it's called Discovery Pre-Calculus is the full name for it. Teacher, you'll find my name, Hamrick, H-A-M-R-I-C, and then which course section. So here is what you got to pay attention to, please. If you are in second period pre-calculus, you will sign up for section 1. If you are in third period pre-calculus, you will sign up for section 2. I'm going to say that again. If you are in second period pre-calculus, you're going to sign up for section 1. If you're in third period pre-calculus, you will sign up for section 2. And you can see which period you're in by checking Hack online, so you can see which period you're into. Okay. I'm also going to share this with other OnRamps teachers, so like Miss Bustamante. So if you're one of those students, please check with Miss Bustamante about which section to sign up for if she has multiple sections of college algebra. For me, second period, section 1, third period, section 2. Okay. We're not signed, so we don't have to worry about signing up for anything else. So once you find your section, all that's correct, you hit submit. And again, you already have your password, so you shouldn't need to worry about that. If the initial password you set up wasn't strong enough, it might prompt you to do another one. But if you did a correct password in the first case, then you shouldn't even see the screen. Okay. So now it's going to say you're processing, and it'll take about 5 minutes or so, but it's fine. but you're going to be directed to fill in some additional information. This is where you're going to put in your local ID number. Please do not put your S in front. Just that 6-digit number is fine. So no S, just the your 6-digit school ID number. Parent contact information. A lot of you are probably under 18. So if you know your parent email address, if you don't, please ask them. So because they will get a parental consent form from UT for what's called FERPA issues. It's basically a privacy act. So again, if you're under 18, make sure and do that. If you're already 18, you don't need to worry about that. But if you're under 18, make sure and put your parent's email address in there. Also, if you receive any kind of accommodations through 504 or special education, you will have a chance to self-select those accommodations. Please be honest, because I will have to verify those once I get all that documentation in there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But if you know you're a part of Section 504, or if you receive any kind of accommodations, then you will be able to self-select the accommodations that you normally receive. And then I'll go in and verify those at a later date. Okay? Talked about the local ID. Again, no S, just your local ID number, parent consent, parent email address. If your parents don't have an email address, you can download the PDF and then print it out and bring it back to me, and I can send that into them. But if they do, it's easier if you just send it to them directly. And then again, accommodations, all that good stuff like that. Okay? So lastly, once you have all of that in there, you should see your registration. That'll take a few minutes to kind of get all that typed in. Once you see that, you should see your registration in there. Okay? If you chose the wrong section, something like that, don't worry about it. We can fix it. We'll cross that bridge if we get to it. But once you see that screen, then you should be good in the portal. Okay. Last step, and this is the fast one, is this. I'm going to move my screen right here. So this is your last link, and you'll definitely want to bookmark this, whether on your laptop or whatever, because this is your magic link. This is how you're going to access Canvas every time you access Canvas, which is going to be a lot. So you're going to go to that website exactly. Again, write it down, bookmark it, because OnRamps uses a different web address than the actual full UT Canvas. But if you Google it, it's going to take you to the UT Canvas, and it's going to look identical, but your password, your EID and password will not work. Okay, so it is onramps.instructure.com. Bookmark it so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, and you'll go in there, and once you click on that link, again, you'll sign in with your EID and your password, and you will see this. And you'll see probably 3 tiles for the high school course, college course, and for an orientation module. Okay. Once you start the orientation, the whole orientation, and it is a requirement, and it is part of your college grade. So if you want to go and get that knocked out before school, you'd be my hero. That way I'm not kind of keep on bugging you to get it done. If you click on that orientation, it's several modules about just kind of navigating through Canvas, what you can expect to see, stuff like that. And it is basically a free 2% of your overall college grade at the end of the year. Okay. I say it'll take you about an hour to do that. It'll look like this. You see all the modules there. And I know it says 1% here. It is 2% for us for pre-calculus. So, and again, it just kind of runs you through some different things. The only thing that you have to do in one sitting, you don't have to do the whole thing in one sitting. However, when you start module 2 does have to be done all in one sitting. Okay. After that, you can stop and start it, however much you want to. But module 2, start to finish, you have to do that all at one sitting. Okay. And then that's it. Once you're in there, if you get that orientation done, and get everything registered before the first day of school, that would be great. That way we can kind of hit the first day ground running, do some introductions and kind of some more things about the course and kind of go from there. Okay. So I'm going to close out the video. So if you have any questions, by all means, email me. My personal cell phone number will also be in that email. Feel free to give me a call or text me if you have any issues creating your EID or getting in the portal or whatever. And then there's also some information in the email about getting a binder for the first day of class, and some other things that you can expect from your syllabus and stuff like that. Okay, so until the 22nd, I will sign off. I'm really looking forward to the school year. I got a great bunch of you guys. It's going to be a fun year. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a lot of work. But I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys. A lot of you guys I've had before. Some of you I haven't. But I'm excited. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your summer. If you come to Prep Day, come see me at Prep Day. I will be here doing something. Don't know what. But I will talk to you soon. Take care.